This video will demonstrate applying the same configuration to multiple NetScalers using Terraform. We will configure a load-balanced virtual server and repeat the deployment on 2 additional NetScalers. We will also introduce the ability to use Terraform workspaces for repeating the same configuration on multiple devices. In the directory, you can see all of the files that we will use in this demonstration. The provider.tf file will define how to connect to the target API. We will use variables because we are connecting to more than one endpoint. The resources.tf file contains the configuration for the load-balanced virtual server we will be deploying to each NetScaler. The variable.tf file defines the variables we will use for each instance, such as IP address, username, and password. We will have an individual Terraform variables file with the extension tf-vars for each NetScaler. These files provide the instance-specific variables for each of the ADCs. When we run Terraform init, we are informed that it has been successfully initialized. Now we need to create our workspace. First, we'll see what workspaces exist using the workspace list command. If you have not created any workspaces, only the default workspace will exist. To create a new workspace, we will run the Terraform workspace new command, specifying the name of the workspace as ADC1. When you run the new command, it will switch you to the newly created workspace. Now when we run the list, you can see the new workspace ADC1. Before we apply the configuration, we will show that the load-balanced vServer does not exist. Currently, we have 3 vServers on this NetScaler. Now let's apply the configuration to the first NetScaler. For this, we will run the command terraform apply and specify the variables file adc1.tf-vars. You can see the plan will add 1 item and not make any other changes. Upon completion, you can see that 1 resource was added. From the CLI, we can now see the 4th load-balanced virtual server was added. We can compare the configuration of the load-balanced virtual server to the resource definition in the resources.tf file and see that our configuration matches. Now to configure the same load-balanced virtual server, we will start by creating a new workspace of ADC2. Before we apply the configuration, we run the show load-balanced vServer command, and you can see there aren't any vServers on ADC2. We can then apply the same configuration to ADC2, using the ADC2 variables for the IP address, username, and password. Now you can see a new load-balanced vServer on ADC2 with the same configuration for IP address, etc. Now for the ADC3, we will once again create a new workspace and apply the configuration. Currently, on this NetScaler, the load balancing feature is not enabled. We will then apply the configuration to this NetScaler, and once again, the same configuration will be applied. The load balancing feature will still need to be enabled. You can see that the configuration is the same, but the NetScaler is different in each case. Terraform is also useful for removing a configuration you have already applied using the destroy command. When we run the command against ADC1, you can see that the configuration is removed and it is back to 3 load-balanced virtual servers. We hope you found this video to be informative. Feel free to ask questions on the community website.